Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between snow-capped mountains, there was a forest unlike any other. It was called the Whispering Forest because the trees could talk, but only to children with kind hearts and curious minds. In the village lived a little girl named Lila. She had golden hair that shimmered in the sunlight and a heart full of wonder. Every evening after her chores, Lila would sit by her window and stare at the forest, dreaming of its secrets. One crisp autumn morning, as the first golden leaves fell, Lila decided to explore the forest. She walked cautiously beneath the towering trees, her boots crunching on the leaves below. Suddenly, she heard a soft voice say, "Welcome, Lila." She looked around, startled. "Who's there?" she whispered. A tall oak tree bent its branches gently. "It's us, the trees of the Whispering Forest," the oak said. "We've been waiting for you." Lila's eyes widened. "Me? Why me?" "You have a heart brave enough to listen," said a birch tree swaying in the breeze. "We need your help." The trees explained that a dark shadow was spreading in their forest, stealing their strength and dimming their whispers. The shadow came from a magical gemstone buried deep in the ground, and only someone pure of heart could find it and set the forest free. Determined to help, Lila asked, "Where do I begin?" "Follow the fireflies," the oak instructed. As night fell, a swarm of glowing fireflies appeared and led Lila deeper into the forest. They danced like tiny lanterns, guiding her through tangled roots and mysterious paths. At last, she reached a sparkling cave. Inside, the shadow loomed, swirling around a glowing purple gemstone. Lila stepped closer, her hands trembling, and gently whispered, "You don't belong here. Go back to where you came from." The shadow writhed and hissed, but Lila's words were filled with such kindness and courage that it began to shrink. With a final wail, it disappeared, leaving the gemstone behind. The forest lit up with shimmering light, and the trees cheered. "You did it, Lila," they said. The gemstone turned into a soft golden light and floated into the sky, becoming a new star. From that day on, the Whispering Forest grew even more beautiful, and Lila would visit every evening to hear their stories. She learned that even the smallest voices can carry the biggest magic, as long as someone is willing to listen. And so Lila and the forest lived happily ever after.